Client just asked about choosing a trademark for a new product. This is a question I get a lot. Here's what I suggest. There are two main considerations when picking a trademark. First, you want to pick a good, strong trademark, one that can be protected and will grow in value. Your trademark can become one of your most valuable assets. Picking a strong trademark is covered in a separate video. There's a link below. I encourage you to watch that video. The second thing you want to do is choose a trademark that's available and won't get you into a lawsuit. This is the topic of today's video. A trademark is available for use if it's not confusingly similar to someone else's trademark. That's the legal test. Sounds simple, but it really isn't. Confusingly similar means that the trademarks are the same or similar in appearance or sound and are used on similar products or services. These are complicated legal questions, but for our purposes, if your trademark is close to someone else's for related products or services, it is likely not available. Let me give you an example. Let's use Toro for shoes. Toro is a lawn equipment brand and they don't sell shoes that I'm aware of. So you're probably okay because the goods are different. But if you're selling lawn supplies and you choose Toro, you've got a problem. Or even say Choro, a variation of Toro. That could still be a problem. So what do you do when you're trying to pick a trademark? Here's what I suggest you do. Number one, remember, watch the video on picking a strong trademark. That's important. Number two, make a list of trademarks you like. Number three, conduct a preliminary search to reduce your list to a more manageable number, say 1 to 3 possible marks. Number four, have a trademark attorney complete a full search of your top pick to make sure it's really available, and I'll explain more of that later. So how do you do this preliminary search? Let me show you. Step one, you search the mark on the USPTO registry. If a mark's important, it is most likely registered with the USPTO. I'll show you by way of example for Toro. Go to the internet. I'm using Google. We're going to go to uspto.gov and it'll take you to this site. This is the USPTO site. At the top you see drop-down boxes, patents and trademarks. If you drop down on trademarks, the very first listing is TESS, T-E-S-S. That is the Trademark Electronic Search System. You click on that and it brings you to this window and these options. We're going to go with basic word search. So, by way of example, we're thinking of calling our shoe line Toro. So we type in Toro, the combined word mark is correct in that drop-down window, and we just hit Submit Query. Let me show you that, Submit Query. And we get 678 trademarks. And that's important to appreciate because Toro, the lawn and garden equipment company, doesn't own the exclusive right to use Toro. Others can use it. Toro means bull in Spanish. Others use that in their company names, either as part of names or as the entire name. For example, here's Toro, and you click on this, and it tells you it's for belts in the nature of powerlifting and weightlifting belts. Not related to lawn and garden, and therefore available for registration and is in fact registered for that purpose. So now we want to know if we can use it for shoes. Belts for weightlifting are somewhat related but really not a concern, but how about all these other 678 possibilities? Do we have to go through and check every one? No, we can go up here to what's called structured search. You click on structured search and you put in your potential trademark Toro, and over here we're going to scan down to full mark, which appear I can't expanded. It's full mark. We're going to change this operator to and we're going to get specific about what type of goods and services we're going to use the mark on. What products are we using the mark on? We go down to goods and services and we hit submit query. Let's see what we get. We have 2 trademarks. Both are dead. That's good news that we're related in some way to shoes. We look here and it was Toro for boots and shoes. They attempted to register it in 1995 and it was abandoned in 1997, so probably not a problem. So we've cleared that one mark with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, but because you have what are known as common law trademarks in the United States, meaning that you can use a trademark and have rights without registering it, we need to take a look to see if anyone might be using Toro for shoes that haven't registered. And the way to do that is, again, do a search on the internet and see what comes up. Very first hit is Del Toro, handcrafted in Italy, slippers, loafers, and chukkas. It looks like they're sold at Neiman Marcus, but we'd have to investigate it because we're interested in what's going on in the United States. So if they're not using it in the United States, we may still be good, but at the same time, if they are using it in the United States, this would be a problem and we need to go further down our list. So we would check this one off our list and continue on our search. Now you do this for all marks of interest to narrow down your list. Remember, if it's similar, set it aside and move on. After you've had a favorite cleared, have an experienced trademark attorney do a full search to be sure that it's available. This last step is critical because we have access to special search systems that dig really deep in places you can't find, and we know how to interpret confusingly similar to keep you out of trouble. You don't want to pick a name, build a brand loyalty, and then waste money fighting a lawsuit or having to change your name. If you have any questions, click on the schedule link below and schedule time and we can talk.